What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Welcome back to another news roundup. So to kick us off, not that long ago in a recent Nintendo Direct, Nintendo stated that they would be bringing YouTube to the 3DS. And that is exactly what is happening, because it is now available for you to download for free from the 3DS shop. So you can now watch my tasty videos on the go, if you have a Wi-Fi connection. And speaking of the eShop, is that there used to be a video sample for Flipnote Studio 3D listed under the future releases section on the 3DS shop, but that is no longer the case. It's not there anymore. Now you can actually still find it and the Nintendo Direct that Flipnote Studio 3D was announced in if you use the search bar. But we might be looking too much into this, but maybe this is an indication that Nintendo is no longer releasing this application outside of Japan, considering recent developments. So in a past news video, I mentioned that Nintendo was disabling the friend gallery service of Flipnote Studio 3D over in Japan because of people sending inappropriate material. So maybe Nintendo decided to halt the release of this application and other reasons because of this. We don't know. Nintendo has been really quiet about this thing. I don't see why they can't just release the application anyways with the friend gallery service disabled, because you can still make animations. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see if Nintendo announces anything or if they just plan to forget about it. And speaking of being disabled, is that Nintendo has temporarily disabled the rating battles in Pokemon X and Y. Now this is just temporarily, they will be back. Nintendo isn't pulling another swap note here. But again, it could be because of some recent developments. People have figured out a way to hack the battles and see what their opponent's Pokemon are, what their movesets are, and what their next move is actually going to be. So maybe Nintendo has caught wind of this and they decide to temporarily disable this feature so they can figure out a way to stop it. And turning the tables here to something else and basically more bad news, in that previously Yacht Club Games was stating that Shovel Knight was going to be releasing in the winter, which was a vague release date. We didn't know if it was going to be the winter of 2013 or the winter months of 2014. But they have confirmed recently that it will be releasing in 2014, so we won't be able to get our grubby mitts on Shovel Knight this year. But they are still planning to release the game in the winter months of 2014, so like in January or February. If everything goes to plan, we'll get it then, unless they decide to delay it again. And finally is that the Rune Factory developer Neverland has announced that they will be ceasing operations and filing for bankruptcy soon. Performance for them has been sluggish because of changes in the business environment as of recent years, and their financial status has deteriorated. This was the developer that Marvelous AQL had work on the Rune Factory game, so we don't know what they'll do about that. I guess they will try to find someone else to fill their shoes and keep the Rune Factory series alive. But that will bring us to the end of the news roundup, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more news videos, video reviews, and That's Nintendo Crazy episodes. I have finished playing The Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds, so I just have to write up a review for that, and then yeah, make a video review, so you can stay tuned for that. You can also head to thegamingpixelshow.com to follow along for some more 3DS and Wii U news, but I'll talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye! And speaking of being disabled, that Nintendo has temporarily disabled the rating battles in Pokemon X and Y. Lacey, stop barking!